Alright, welcome back everyone. Here we are, new project day. Got the Joincon Magic Night Alley. A pretty good rip-off representation, however you want, homage maybe, to a Diagon Alley. You've got the Wizard's Bank with the crooked columns and everything. Magic supply shop looks like. Let's see, we've got 298 pieces. Does it have a difficulty rating? I'm seeing not. I don't see a difficulty rating, but that doesn't mean it's not right in front of my face. 14 and up DIY. Oh, there we go. Difficulty 4 stars. It says 4 to 6 hours assembly time. We'll find out. Let's see here. Nothing on top and bottom. Alright. But if you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time, so you can see all my successes and all my failures and how I hopefully fix the inevitable failures as they come up. Trying to have a good time, stay loose, and upload daily. If you've seen any kits like this or similar to this or any of my other builds and you want to see me take a crack at them, feel free to drop in the comments. I'm always looking to add on to the list. I just added a new one on a few minutes ago, as a matter of fact, that looks pretty. I'd seen it before, but I've sort of forgotten about it. But I'm interested in seeing how it turns out. Let's see here. Okay, got us a pretty fancy little storage bag. I'll go through those in a second. Got our dust cover. Gonna be a mirror. Some blue foil. I don't know if that's paper or it looks like it's another mirror. It's a blue foil mirror instead of the. Got a little cardboard cutouts. Looks like windowsills and whatnot. Instruction booklet. How many? Looks like 22 total pages, and the instructions actually start on page 3, it looks like. So 19 pages worth of instructions. Then we get into our actual kit here. We do have stickers instead of cutouts, so that does make things substantially easier. And it looks like a few books, but not a crazy amount. What is it? 4, 6, 8, 10 books, 12, look, and some book covers. Okay. And down to our pieces. So, on the flap here, we'll take a look at them. Oh, and I just caught the Not Snoopy on my watch on the corner of the page there, so let's throw him on. Alright, so two-sided on the images. Actually, I can probably bring you in a little tighter for this. Show them off. Okay. C and D. Okay. Two there, yeah. Yeah. And if any doubt about whether or not it's a Diagon Alley. Alright. And, well, yeah, they're a little more obvious. And last one. And they say all the spells listed down there. Okay. That's all our pieces. Let's take a look at our fancy baggie over here and see what we got there. Where'd my... oh. Lost my blue whatever there for a second. Okay. See what we got in here. Got some glitter. Beads and baubles and marble. Tiny screwdriver. Two-sided tape. File. And looks like a couple of screws. Maybe 4 screws it looks like. And got some rings and chainmail looking. Let's pop it out there, see what that's. Is it one piece or is it a bunch of pieces? Okay, so I don't think it's. It is a continuous piece of chain there, along with our rings. So there. I'm sure will be lots of fun getting them into place when the time comes. Let's see if I can get them back in the bag. Alright. And then our battery box, touch sensor, LEDs. Let's see how many of these have we got this time. Okay, there's one. Okay, only 3 of them. No, 4. No, it's an extension, so it is. Yeah, only 3 lights in this one. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what piece came out with that, so maybe I'll leave it in that baggie. Oh, listen, that looks like it's another LED on the pair of LEDs on this one. Okay, but that many lights. Okay, so I will, as usual, I'll gather up the first couple of steps worth of pieces and we'll get going on this thing. So I'll be right back with that. Okay, like these sets usually do, we're starting off by building the books, but like I said, these are stickers, so fortunately that means we don't have to cut them out, which saves a tremendous amount of time, and they are perforated, so it can, I don't know if I can get it to show on there. The right angle it might, but they're going to fold like they're supposed to. So, and these actually included blank pages on either end. Let's see, it's going to be mostly small work today, so let's bring you on in. This is start with down, over. Okay, pretty straightforward on that bit. We got our interior of our book, then we take one of our covers over here. I guess I'll just go straight along with them. This is the part that I always get a little bit of issue with, but actually I think it seems like they usually have the sticky part showing there, so maybe this will be okay. I can line up binding with the edge there, not that way. Small for me to get. Okay, that kind of looks pretty okay. Go around. Not quite perfect, but I think once it's opened it'll be okay. I can leave that part showing. Got the front cover right anyway. Alright. Just keep doing that for 9 more times. Smooth as this is going, I'm not even going to speed it up. Flip around. Hopefully by the end I'll figure out a way to get this lined up good. I'm going to do just a little bit off the edge, I think. See if I can't make it a little more uniform. Front to back. Let's see. I'm sure we're doing it like this because they're going to be splayed open with the pages showing more than the cover, so that's the important look, I think. Okay. Inverse printed book or something here, maybe? Oh. Necronomicon. Hail to the king, baby. That's about as lined up as I can get it. It just gets way off on the back side, so I think it's their fault, not mine. It's 9 and 10, right? Yep. I think I'm going to just go ahead and make all the insides first and then go back and put the bindings on later. Oh, I got a little crooked on. It still works. A little more careful with this one, maybe. Gotta keep it aligned. Or not. Oops. Almost let it go over there and get stuck to the back side, so I'm glad that didn't complete. Okay. Again. I promise, once this is done, we get to move into some pretty cool building stuff. I was surprised they jumped it right in at the deep end. But I was also glad, because like I say, I think after doing this for 5 or 10 minutes, y'all going to appreciate the next bit better. Alright. 10 of them now, just the bindings on them. It seems I can either have one good side or two bad sides. I think I'm better try and concentrate on one good side at this point. I'm going to try and pay attention to which side is the actual cover and make it look better than the back side. I don't think I've been doing that. One more, and then we'll get to move into the better stuff. Got us 10 fine leather-bound volumes for our build. Let's get the tray of tiny pieces out and just drop them in right now. I think I saw a couple of these being used later on tonight. But, so now on to the build proper. So you can see we're going straight into the bank. So 1 and 2, and 1 and 2. And we'll make one. So the one goes on the bottom. 4 of these guys go in. Sort of going that way. Sort of the wonky angles on, and then 2 goes on top. And wind up and just work the rest of them in as we go around. I think they hear. Last night when I let them out, there was like a herd of deer out in the front yard, so they were very agitated. I wouldn't let them chase them. So I imagine that's what they're seeing and hearing tonight, or smelling probably. Let's see. Let's do this times 2 the same way both ways. Yep. Okay. Yeah, this is times 2. So we'll get them both leaning that way. Okay. And as you can see, I've sort of colored in the edges. I like to do that on the extra visible pieces. I'm pretty sure after looking at this edge here is not visible. But 2. I'm sure I did. Yeah, I accidentally did that right. There's supposed to be the bigger gap on this side. So just lucked out twice on those. Okay. That's done. Now take our windows. We're supposed to pin them so they go in there. Let's see. Find something to wrap that up. Ah, here we go. A marker will do. Get a little bit of a bend on it. Just continue it. A little bit more than that. Okay. This is supposed to slide into this slot here. Trying to do it without creasing it. Nope, wait a second. I did it wrong. It's supposed to be this way. That is up and down there and into the same slot on the bottom. Ease it around maybe. There it goes. I think. Those ends in a little bit. Hopefully get fairly flush here. Okay. Now, start off doing this in the right direction, maybe I'll be okay. Of course, I creased it right off the bat there. Crease on the top now. Okay. Good. Now, bank building, got our front door down here. We're going to cover up the front door. Okay. Yeah, bottom, bigger one there. Okay, that goes into the very bottom down here. Seven, 8 go above it. Oh, we got separate notches for them. So yeah, there we go. 7 in there. 8. Yep, and the next one goes on. Or off. Yeah. Okay. And another piece E7. And another E8. Alright. Cool. We're getting the start of our wizarding bank. Although, spoiler alert, the where it says Wizarding Bank on the front cover, they have removed that from the stickers. Okay, so on to our third level. The arrival of the my favorite, the accordion pieces. Okay. And now this one's going to be leaning the other direction. And we're going, so 2 goes on top, so 1. Let's say the bigger gap goes on this side this time. Lean them. Oh, nope, other way. Still leaning towards the front. You on top. You got extra spots. Let's see. This way. Okay, so here and there. And, okay, yep, there they go. To their respective homes. And then we'll get you facing this way. And our accordion goes with the tab on this end. So you're just going. That's a stiff accordion piece too. That doesn't feel very flexible at all. Going in here, here, there. Okay. It felt stiff, but it was cooperative. Okay. Now this guy on the top. Okay, so this guy goes into these. Yeah, but after this, we're going to put the window grating in. I'm going to go ahead and put the window grating in now before I do all that, just to make. I think it'll be easier. Yeah, caught on my ring there, so. Okay. Down. That one is the most cooperative of them all. Excellent. Now let's see if we can get this top piece on. Easy enough. Okay. And on to page 4. And like you'd think, this guy and here. And that one there. Bring you around to there. Okay. A good tower started up there. And I think you're not quite there. Okay, get that squished together good. I may end up regretting not. I'm gonna go ahead and touch up around this top one, just because I think if the sticker doesn't cover the whole thing, I do want to make sure I get good coverage, good camouflage anyway. Let me just sort of work my way around here. Little paint marker I picked up at the old Walmart. I would much rather have the chisel tip, but you deal with what you get. Evidently, I'm the only one who wants a chisel tip because they're almost impossible to find without buying like the whole set of chisel tips. I think I found some at a local, not a local, but one of the craft stores. And actually, yeah, I need to take a peek at if I can see this on the. Trying to see the cover. And it doesn't show the top of it. Now I'm worried about this not being. Since I've done that, I'm going to do this too, because we're going to be working on the next piece in a few minutes, so I'll have plenty of time to dry. So I'm going to go ahead and, just in case our stickers don't give us something to hide that with, I'm going to. On this one, let's get as close as I can. Sort of a better safe than sorry situation, I think. I think this is all the way at the back of the book nook too, so it's probably not going to be visible or noticeable, but I got the paint marker sitting right here. I might as well use it. But I do know the stickers are going to cover the middle sections in a minute. Okay, now, this was far and away the most tedious bit of coloring in that I had to do, because all these little bitty pieces, not those, here, I had to get all the sides on. I think all four sides are going to be visible, so I did color all four sides on every piece. But let's alternate E5 and E6 into our little shape here. E6, 5, 6, 6, 5. Oh, there's another one. I see it now. E6. Okay. Now let's start. There's a tiny one. There's a middle one. Let's sort of separate these guys out a little bit. Big guys, tiny guys. All right. And just fill in. We should. That's a big one. It's not. Just barely reaching. I thought it had been closer than that. And that one seemed a little better. And then a tiny one up top. Okay, maybe that's not as bad as I think it is. It seems like it ought to be tighter than that, but I guess that the circumference on the bigger one's going to have a wider angle too, so. Let's work my way all the way around, I think. I guess it does have to have room for both of them to get on, one on each side too, so maybe Probably be okay in the end. Okay, evidently we got spares on that batch. And then the tiny ones, which I just, no, I was thinking I might have trouble getting them mounted, but they're right on there. I'll be honest, I thought this was going to take a long time. Grab a, go quite cooperative on it, a little pressure on it. Same I need. A little extra pressure. Oop, it came out. Okay, and well, been threatening to do that the whole time. See if I can pop you out. Turn your right side out and try again. Alright, got us a little dome situation. And drop you down on there. Alright. I am glad I colored in all those edges because I think that looks a lot better. Okay. Now, this guy in, set our spares aside. You go in here. Says to glue. It's got the glue symbol on here, but it seems to be fairly okay. I guess it would hurt. Put a dab of glue down here on this. For some reason, me too. On there, on the edge. Okay, but I'll get out some of the old B7000. Although, actually, this has got pretty good. I think I'm going to change my mind on the B7000. I'm going to go back the old Gorilla Super Glue. It's got good place to brace it and everything, so I'm going to be able to line it up good. And get my glue in there, that little crevice there. I think that, hopefully this was a good idea. B7000 dries pretty quick, but this is, like I said, almost instant. Just a little dab down there at the end. And ease you over. Make sure everybody's lined up good, and a little pressure there. Not much. I don't think it wants to be. I don't think it's a square. I think it's a sort of not quite 90-degree angle. I'm going to give it a few more seconds here. Should have given a few more seconds after that. Okay. 5 more seconds here. Okay, and now I'm going to leave it alone. Not try and shake it off. And this, I'm worried about this little, I don't understand that. Sure, there must be a reason for it at some point. But I don't see it yet. It's not, yeah, it goes in there pretty solid. Try and get that. I'm going to hit it with the white while I've got it going. It's not a match or anything, but yeah, so just camouflage. Ends down here, then I'll do the middle once I get it installed back in there. Back in place. Okay, it blends in a little better. Okay. Now we do our stickers. Like I said, these are the stickers, so they have, you know, removed all indications of being the Wizarding Bank. And we're putting a sticker over top of our Indy piece. Why'd they print that on there if they didn't want? Oh. Okay. So L6, L7, no, L6, L8, L7. Okay. So, like I said, they started off putting us a sticker over top our bendy bit here. So maybe just line up the end in there and wrap it around. Easy enough. Yeah. And L8, next one. I'm pretty sure the L8 and L7 are the same sticker. But okay, these are the same. Okay, it didn't have to. The edges are showing. It'll be. L7. All right. Now, we're supposed to take one of our books. Goes on this one, coordinate sort of like so. I got it splayed open all the way like that. I think it looks better. Pages seem to be more receptive to not being all the way splayed open. So I think I'm going to go with the old Gorilla Super Glue again. Wipe a bunch of the excess off and just a light bit along the spine here. And let's see how they got it going that way. Okay. Pressure there with the pages. Doesn't take much. I know they're not going to stay, but still at least try and sort of separate the pages out a little bit. Okay. Now, set you aside for a minute. And move on to our next little bit. Okay. So we start with you. Like so, and our little lamp post going this direction. Goes all the way through. You go to this one, it says. I am going to break up and beat 7,000 for this one though. Let's put a few dots on the bottom here. Right. Up again, and line this one up here. Okay, make sure I get a little swizz around there and make sure the corners are straight. Great. E2 and E2 in here. Assuming these are going to be hidden away. That's why I didn't color them in. But still got my paint marker here. The black one as well. So let's camouflage them as well. I'm pretty sure they're going to be concealed, but it won't hurt to do extra concealment. Didn't think about this beforehand. Don't go too crazy on the edge on this one because it is already concealed beside that sidewalk pretty good. Okay. Now, this guy gets whatever these dealios are. They're facing this way. These guys go in like that. Nothing going through on this one, so it actually does get the full glue. Okay, so we lining up our notch right there and our front edge. Everybody, hopefully nice and square. Get a nice like so. Run up our line there, so B7000 again. Fair amount, but just real light dots. A little swizz around. There. Not lined up on the front. There. Okay, that Looks pretty slick. Okay. And now get to go into some stickers. Okay, so it says L11 gets stuck to the front of our lamppost. Another L11 behind our lamppost. And a third L11 over here in the street. So let's see where. Okay. Okay, the L11s are sort of oddly shaped, so that will work. This one looks more like. That doesn't look like the right shape that they're wanting. Can't see the designs are too busy for me to see the actual patterns in the. I couldn't tell if that was that. Okay, I'll just go with it. It looks like a newspaper, so that's something that'd be blowing in the wind here anyway. Got you there. I'm just gonna go. That's the only one that looks like it'd be out and about. So. Yep. Sort of. Looks like it's supposed to be on the edge of the sidewalk, maybe. This one. And like I said, the next one. Just over in the street. You're at about here. And one of our books in the middle of the street in this area here. So I'm going to do facing this way. That looks like actually a pretty good spread on the book. Does it work any better? Out of curiosity. I think I'll stick with the original. Okay, back to the old super glue. Just a dab on there. And ease you down there. Underneath there. Okay, that gives us that sort of scene. Now, time to bring the tower in. It goes in here. Allegedly. Got our two around the corner there. Let's see what happens. Okay. Not much drama there. Cool. I like it. Oop, I knocked my edge back there. Like I said, we're jumping right into the deep end with some good details on this one. That's going to help my thumbnail. I'm happy about that. Okay. That's pretty a satisfying build. Now, what's next? That's all the pieces I pulled, but I'm going to go longer than this, so let me grab a few more pieces and I'll be right back with some more. Okay, let's build us a few more pieces before we call it a night. Oh, what are we doing here? Yeah. It's not showing. These guys. Okay. ways. Okay. I think likewise on this side. Oh, no, it won't line up that way, so it does have to go with the blue side out. Okay. Other side there. Alright, I got a couple of blue patches there, so let's see if I can't touch these guys up. Blend it on in with my and okay. I think looks like this is going to be the side we're going to see, so I'm not going to worry about the other side. Okay, and our top and our bottom here. So bottom and then here. And our top. So good. And then this guy. It's glued in place. Going, I guess. Yeah, it looks like flush with the bottom, so we're gonna. Doesn't. Yeah, it is not line up. The studs don't line up. This didn't go all the way in, I don't think. Yeah, okay, let's see. There we go. Okay. So this must go. I'm guessing this corner is supposed to be square. Everything else is sort of. Oh. I don't know what this is, so I don't know what it's supposed to look like. It's the problem. I would say it's a police box, but that's the wrong franchise. Okay. Okay. Yeah, if this is square, that's about centered on the. There's a little overhang on either side there, and this seems about even. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go with, trying to get this squared up here. I don't think my square is very square, so I'm sort of. I don't think I can get it in there. I can't get. What do I do? This. Yeah, well, the backs aren't going to. Well, the back should be. Okay. Oh, it's got a stud back here. Okay, so that won't square up. I guess I can get. No, that won't work. Okay, maybe. Did you come back out? Not destroying you. It's separating in there. Better not do that. Okay. Just manually gonna try and get it. Let's see, even along the bottom and the side. But back to the B7000 for that. Let's see. Let's see how this goes. Swirls around and down, side to side, and then there, up there. Okay. Yeah, those look fairly symmetrical all the way up and down. Alright, so leave that alone for a few minutes while I build the next little bit, and we'll come back and put our cat in our book in place. Okay. And focus another doodad. Of course, it starts off gluing things together. So here, the back. At least this one's got some stuff to line up. And of course, got the overhang on both ends too. There, I can line up. Ooh! I just saw I got a lip here. Might be able to. It's not got enough. Will that line everything up? Let's see if I can get these guys. I believe that will solve my problems. Excellent. Love it. Okay, so that will be 7,000. Just a few dots in the top and bottom. Over. My glue, and put you guys back in place. Good. Okay, it's not even. Okay, so even it up. Get them close. Now these guys should be able to pull that in place. Keep jiggling them around. That's the I think that's going to do the trick. I just used my gold metallic marker on the sides to sort of match that. Yeah, that's even going to stand up like that and keep it straight. Cool. So, I guess we're back to working on this one now. And cat goes at the top up here. I think I can handle that. Now, book goes right in this zone. So back to the old super glue. Most of that off. Like I've been doing, just dab down the binding. Let's go that way. Let it do its thing there, I think. Let's stay on. I think I can do the pressure down here and up here. I can avoid the part that I'm trying to not mess up, so I'm going to stick with the super glue. Something on the bottom of our cat here. And should be able to press you into place. Okay. There, so that you. I think whatever this thing is going to take a little pressure to get the top on. So I'm going to give that a few more minutes to dry while I work on the next little bit. Just a window. Go with our smaller section to the top. That gets the one with the stud off the back. There. This goes on the bottom. There. And this supposedly just gets glued right in the back there, so we got that kind of look. Should be straightforward. It's actually nice and level. Just a glue in each corner, I think. Just drop you in. All the strings going everywhere. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Just out of curiosity. Anything small coming up next? No. Right, 13, so that's... Yeah, I'm still not going to have quite enough, so let me take a break and pull one or two more pieces, and then we'll call it a night. Okay, that's been a minute or two, so we should be good and stabilized now. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these off and see what we got. Yeah, it feels okay. I wouldn't... Yeah, okay. Now we got this guy. Pretty sure, yeah, goes down so. Yeah, up from the bottom. Which one is it? The front one has the list. Okay. Could have done that to start with to stabilize it. Hindsight. Okay. And these guys go on here and not there. Oh, they're both colored. Okay. No, I think I did them backwards. I think this was go the other way. Spaced out. Yeah, so the stud can hit the back there. Yep. There they go. Got our entryway, maybe? I'm not sure what that's supposed to represent, but it's there. Oh, here's our final result on our kitty cat sitting on top of whatever that is. Alright, these guys are next, which is just little guy. Make it our tunnel or whatever, and it's sort of the same deal where we don't have a lot of, because this is supposed to be all jagged up the top. So I think this might be the entrance to Diagon Alley, or Magic Night Alley, whatever they call them. Let's see. Let's line them up. It's got a little bit of a... No. Like I said, there's no good place to clamp these together, so I think I'm just going to have to eyeball it from the back. It'd be easier if we had something. I knew what I was pushing it into. I would just do it. Let me. That might be something that's more. Take a peek ahead here. When do I put this piece in place? Okay, there. We're getting. It's supposed to be F. See, F. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm gonna hold off on this one because you're eventually gonna plug this one in, and once we do that, you're gonna have the wall behind it to line these guys up with. I think I'm gonna wait and hold off on do that until it's actually time to install it into the outer wall. I just don't see myself being able to get this thing stabilized enough to look right this way. Okay, so let's set that right there. Well, remember where it's at. Okay. Now, so we're skipping on to this one. Another window frame pane deal. A little more complicated one, evidently. Alright. Let's start off with this guy into it. And these guys with the notch at the top and front. And top and front. And you down on top of them. Now, the part of a window pane goes in here. Now I plug the whole thing in. So notches towards the top side. So that. And now put this window box, I think, or maybe the top of the. Well, these guys just go in here and here, and this goes in the middle. Got that, and these go in here. Easy enough, we just warm up our frame, it says. So out of the way. Little knock. Well, nope. That backwards. Let's try that again with the actual textures facing out. Yeah, that'll be a better look. Oh, actually. Okay, so that texture facing down, actually. So this must be an elevated window. Now, this guy goes on to those guys. Alright. So we got that going. That's a few pieces built here, and of course our big tower is going to be big accomplishment tonight. So we're starting getting our pieces together. But I think that's enough for tonight. I think it's already looking really good. I'm glad I went to the trouble of painting the edges, because I think it makes it work better. Especially up here in the dome, because I think that would look I think things can look much better without all the extra brown dots everywhere. But that's where we're going to end up tonight. So, y'all know how I go. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another. Stay safe. And I'll see you next time.